Alright, what's up, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Chumbles, and this is not going to be a gameplay video. This is going to be um, a video for Nidalee's runes, or yeah, I guess I'll do runes, masteries, and um, item build. So, let me pull up something right here. What I'm actually going to be pulling up is the current changes on the PBE for uh, just those that I guess don't check the PBE as often. Um, just so that my items make sense to you. Uh, just give me a second. Probably should have done this before, but YOLO, I guess. Um, right. Okay, so I think you guys can see it there perfectly fine. Yeah. Alright, so let me first pull this up. So for the builds, this is gonna be the starting standard build. It's pretty similar just to what you used to build. You can go for corrupting, but I think corrupting is just weaker option now. Basically Dorn Shield if it's a harder matchup for you, like maybe Teemo or something, or even like Yasuo. And then Dorn's Blade is kind of just the standard. And then your boot options are these two. I wouldn't suggest getting any other boots. And then this is gonna be the core build. So Triforce standard. Triforce are Iceborne, but I think Triforce is just gonna be, or Triforce is just too good to not take. And then Blade of the Rune King. So right now it's actually changed, which is why I have this here. So as you guys can see, the stats are, let me do this. So the stats are different here. So attack damage is now going to be 45. Attack speed is going to be lowered 25. Lifesteal is going to be increased to 15 from 10. And the passive is changed. So, like I mentioned in the last video, Blade is going to be really strong because of that extra AD that it gives you is really good. The lifesteal as well is going to be really strong. And it goes really well with Triforce. The synergy is really good because you have the attack speed from Triforce. So you don't really lose too much with the new Blade of the Rune King. In fact, I think you get more out of it than you would before. So, and then you have Randuin's Omen, Spear Visage. You can, doesn't have to be in this order, but I think these two are going to be the best. And then Black Cleaver. So let me try and find something here. So when I was on the PB, maybe it's not here. Am I being trolled? Maybe it's this one. Last Whisper. What the hell? Has to be this one, right? Yeah, okay, here we go, finally. So, this is going to be the new Black Cleaver. It gives health, it gives CDR, which is really good. So if you look at the build right now, you get 20%, you get nothing, you get nothing, you get 10%, and with the new Black Cleaver, you would you'd overcap because it's still 20% right here, but at least you're hitting your full CDR max, which is really strong because I think cooldown is like one of the strongest points in Nidalee, especially with Bruiser Nidalee, since you can keep going in between forms and you can just kind of try to spam your Cougar form. Um, if you actually read the stats, health is increased 400, so that's another plus. Attack damage lowered, that's not too bad because Blade the Rune King actually got buffed, and the actual total cost was lowered, not by much, but a decent amount. So you also get the stack. Am I able to pull this up yet? So you also get um, the armor pen, which is really nice, reducing the champion's armor because you have so much attack damage, and you have the spell damage, I think it's called, from this Spellblade. That's what it's called. So I think this is gonna be a really strong item. Also, the move speed really nice. You could throw a trap down or something, get move speed, and keep going. Um, and yeah, so that's why I have those as core items right now. Um, these are situational. Obviously, Fam Dancer is still a really good item. I'd only build it into matchups that are hard in the 1v1, like Fiora, Yasuo, stuff like that. Um, Warmogs could be a pretty good item, but I think with the build that I have right here, it's not really needed because you get so much health from everything now. Doesn't matter. A lot of people will probably be like, why not Deadman's Plate over Randuin's Omen? So if you actually look at the cost, same cost, but if you actually look at the stats, you get 500 health, 500 health, you get 60 armor, but with this you only get 50 armor, and because you have so much health, the actual the armor and magic resist from your other items complement your health, so more armor is just better, and the passive is the critical strikes, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of attack speed crit 80 carries in the next patch, or at least more than we are now, more than the armor pen, and also more armor is better for armor pen anyways, and you also have the active slow, so overall I think Randuin's Omen's just better, but people will argue with like the passives from Deadman's that are just better, but I don't think it is personally. And then you have Maw Mortius, also an okay item for MR and the active that it gives you. But like I said before, you'll be overcapped if you just swap like this for this or something. If you need more MR than you need armor. And Banshee's Veil, you can get Banshees in like a poke comp. But other than that, I think Spirit Visage is just more optimal. So let me go to runes. So, wrong page. Here we go. So these are probably going to be the runes that I'm going to run. For a second page, I'd run just flat health, and then that's it. Everything else just remain the same. So attack speed, Quince, flat AD reds, flat armor, and then 3 and then 6 flat. Alright, and so for my mastery page, what I'm going to be running is this is one of them. So this is good in lane. This you can substitute if it's an easy lane or something. You don't think you need the 2.0 health per second per 5 seconds. This is also really good because of the build you're going, right? So you get a lot of stats. This is good in harder matchups. This is good in easy matchups. Runic armor is just better. Perseverance or insight will be the better two. This is getting nerfed next patch, and I won't be running it anymore. Swiftness is good, but you can also get this, also really good. And then the only choice here is going to be Grasp of the Undying. So basically, this setup will be decent just because you have you'll be stacking a lot of health, and you get decently tanky. And then you have attack speed, feast, natural talent, and then double-edged sword, which is also getting nerfed. These three are also getting nerfed, so double-edged sword will still be the best out of the three. You do a little bit less damage, but you also take less damage in the new change coming up. So yeah, and then this is the other one, which is going to be for probably the more easier matchups, the ones where you think you can kind of dominate and just take over the game. So attack speed, all this the same. You can actually put 1 point into this because of the lifesteal now that you're going to be getting from Blade. It's really good. Double-edged sword again, best one. And battering blows, going to be the best. Fervor, obviously. And then for here, same concepts. You can interchange these. So other than that, I'd keep everything else the same. And I think next patch Nidalee would be an okay spot since a lot of the meta tanks, or at least what I saw, Maokai was getting nerfed. Nautilus is not too hard of a matchup. And the masteries that are getting nerfed are the ones that are for like precision, for example, is getting nerfed pretty hard. And these affect Nidalee a bit, but overall I think they affect the more lane dominant champions as well as junglers. So Nidalee will be in a pretty good spot, I think, next patch, after looking over everything and just considering just everything in as a whole, I guess, as a sample. And yeah, I think that's just about everything. So hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully you found this interesting. Again, thanks for all the support lately. It's really helpful. All the likes and comments. Let me know what you think on this. I think this will be the setup that I will be doing like almost 100%. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be interested in the near future for this. And yeah, thanks for watching. Chumbles out.